You're listening to Plants and Politics with Gina Bonanno-Lemos. If you're ready to hear the truth about both sides of the aisle, what's really going on in America, and how big money interests prevent change to keep you sick, broke, and desperate, then play on. Hey everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. This is Gina. So more news about Prince Andrew just broke. Newsweek is reporting that Prince Andrew used his connections and status to help Jeffrey Epstein obtain that obscene plea deal that he was given back in 2008. For anybody who's still not caught up, there were dozens of women who came forward back in, I believe, 2007. And they went to the DA, I believe, and they told them their story. They told them that they had been trafficked by Epstein and that they had been sexually abused by Epstein himself. And he was given a slap on the wrist. So they did an investigation. The then Florida prosecutor and former Trump Labor Secretary, Alex Acosta, was the one responsible for handing him this slap on the wrist. He was given essentially like a day camp almost, or I guess you could call it a night camp. He was given a work release where, 6 days out of the week, he could leave the jail, he could leave the prison and go into his office. And then he just had to return that night to go to sleep. So the only day out of the week that he was there 24 hours was on Sunday, 1 day a week. And the rest of the time it was business as usual for him. They also allowed him to plead guilty to a charge of, I believe it was 2 counts of soliciting prostitution rather than child rape or trafficking of minors, which was evident that that's what he had been doing. And in addition to that, part of the plea deal was that none of his co-conspirators would be prosecuted. So prosecutors agreed that if he pleaded guilty to these charges, to these very minor offenses, that they agreed not to go after any of the other pedophiles involved. Well, of course, Prince Andrew is one of those alleged pedophiles. He's been tied to Epstein by alleged victim Virginia Giuffre, who claims that she was forced to have sex with him on 3 separate occasions. And she claims that Epstein and Maxwell were the ones who forced her to do this. Essentially, if this is true, if Epstein or if Prince Andrew was truly lobbying the US government on Epstein's behalf, then he was lobbying on his own behalf. He was using his connections to not only get Epstein off, but to get them to back off on anything related to him. So this is just vile. These people are so disgusting. It's beyond comprehension. So as of now, his attorneys say that he's willing to give a written statement to the Justice Department about Epstein and Maxwell. Not good enough. Sorry, not good enough. He can sit down just like anybody else who has been alleged or accused, I should say, of a horrific crime like this. He can sit down and he can give an interview, but he's refusing to do so. So he who has nothing to hide hides nothing. He clearly has something to hide. Just my opinion, but I think I'm right. So I will bring you guys more news as it comes out. I'm sure there will be more. So as always, like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Thanks for listening to Plants and Politics. The only way we can take our country and power back is to spread the truth and build an army. So remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share on Facebook, YouTube, and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Thanks again.